Now, I think that's a low-grade video chip. So I'm going to give you the most important psychology you've got, and then do some dumb stuff, whatever. So drag all the dum-dums back in the room. You have religion. If it's strong enough, watch the video. Number 11, Real Psychology. This will be the 9th video. These are the greatest videos you'll ever get. I seem to be a one-of-a-kind, promising you heaven. Game psychology old. This is what you've had 9,000 years, according to all evidence we have. I'm going to start off here with this. Very intelligent. When you write something down, it changes. You feel a Christ in your chest, you're fellowshipping with it. Fine, a cop feels a heroic gut feeling. You think with the wrong head, talk out your ass. All that stuff. You put stuff down on paper and write it down, and any variable is a good thing. Bad always wins in the end. You're essentially living in opposite worlds. You've got rules to a game. You've got your credible source, which is actually bad because they win in the end and they write the history books. So I'll get to some of the other videos and the feedback I've got, but this first. Bad is gang, good is individual. That one right there is enough. Right there. Bad's going to win because it is united in bad, and good is an individual doing productive work. Bad is murder, good is enjoying a beer with friends. Who's going to win? The gang of murderers that breaks in the door? Figure that out. Nobody has ever looked at this before, and it is fact down through history. The bad guy wrote the history books, and the bad guy won. Lucifer didn't a lake of fire. Actually, God did that. No one ever thought about that. Time to think. You're living in opposite world. This is not religious opinion. This is fact based on real psychology. So it is your future. It is your heaven. Right here on earth. That's not religion. Your heaven, hell, and earth is right here. So far, 9,000 years, all evidence you've only had hell. And I'm here to give you heaven. Lucifer was here over 2,000 years ago, and the government said, oh, well, gee, look at a Christ suffering on a cross. And you went for that instead. Yeah, you're watching the painted floozy videos. Try this one. I know you're not compelled to it. You're a car with no gas in it. Watch it anyway. Try both. Do your painted floozy video, then watch this. They're made for the entire world and to be watched over and over again. Because if you have one barbarian hiding in your bushes throughout the world, they're going to make a mess. They're going to multiply, and you're going to have problems. So we convert the entire world over, and you got a good thing. The American language is fairly simple language, could be made universal, but it is one continuous loop of lies, and that would have to be dealt with. But okay, bad is murder, enjoying a beer. Bad is theft. Good is productive work. Which is going to win? You're building your home, you're paying your taxes. The taxes are going to a gang of organized and pussified crime that's going to drive up onto the front lawn in an armored van. be stomping on your roof and bashing out your front and back doors all at the same time. And they're going to win. They're going to steal your home. Bad is lie. Good is truth, but you don't know the truth. The truth shall set you free. I'm here to give you all that. These videos, like I say, are meant to be played over and over, just like that painted floozy video that you have to see continuous. Or somebody feeding a overweight animal. Bad is hypnosis. No guilt. Is your computer guilty? No. It is not stopped by guilt. Good is guilty, causing punishment. It is a subconscious thing. Guilt is not by what you did. Guilt is what is put in you by the people around you. That's the definition of guilty that matters to all of you. It's what people put in you, not what you did. And it causes punishment, backed up by, I think, all the religions around the world. But bad is the victor. Credible source. Credible source, that's sarcasm. But it is, you live by that. They're not a credible source. Yeah. Good, not heard. I just wrote it that way. Think about that. So bad always wins in the end. You're living in the opposite world. Let me, I got a old hymnal out of a dumpster in the back of behind a church in the Bible Belt in Arkansas, and it was a mess. There was a little bit of one song on it that I did my best to get the words out of, and I can play it to try and help to relate to all of you. And you can enjoy it, sing along. I'll try and do it half beat like a church song. This is a beautiful guitar made in China, very nice. Thank you, China. Aluminum woofer, I looked at it at first and I thought, I don't want that. And I started to like it. Thank God, God made honky-tonk angels like the one playing lawn outside the church to save a man that can't gain an erection. On her mattress, she's always fine to do him on the kitchen floor. Who lights up a cigarette and smirks as his disaster is screeching loud and beating on doors. Oh, please God, can you fix this simple sequence? Can a wife someday be better than a whore? Can a wife someday be better than a whore? Tried to make as big a mess as I could. It always works to put a pick on. I'm trying to relate to you. So watch these damn videos and watch them over and over again. This is your heaven. You got no gas in the tank. You're a dead battery. Fine. Do it anyway. I got some good stuff for you to teach you that other people are dum-dums too. Look at the person next to you. It's a dum-dum. You're people going to the moon. Oh, isn't that boring? The other day it was cold, so I thought I'd bring this up. This has about $3. I don't know what it costs. It's got a flat rubber square because round will squish. It was cold lately. Was around the end of January, beginning of February, 2021, Colorado. But I opened the hood. Thing was leaking. I turned it. Yeah, it was loose. The rubber got cold and shrunk. I just grabbed it and twisted it. Yeah, those dum-dums that were blasting off a female school teacher, they were on their knees praying, all these sophisticated whatever, and prayer didn't work. I've prayed, oh God, please rip this toilet paper off straight. No. God's not even good for that. When he's telling Bush Jr. to blow up Iraq, then God is real. And you need to deal with that on that level. That is real as a problem, and you need to deal with it. But, yeah. Engineers, intelligent people. I went to open the garage door 2 years ago when I moved in here, and it was going like this and making banging and clanking noises. I walked over to it and looked at it. Some engineer idiot, college graduated, I'm sure. I don't know what the term idiot means, but it's a fun word to say. I'll use that. I was using the term fool, and somebody, game psychology, called it back, changing it to the word idiot. Well, the word idiot is more fun than fool. Fool is means you're being fooled, is what I'm using it for. They changed it to idiot. All right, we'll use that. Trying to relate to you, we'll use that. But I walked over that garage door and looked at it because it's eventually locked up. And it had square wheels on it, like a dozen square wheels. And if you got to play a game where people are going to prison, start putting some engineers in there. I don't recommend game psychology, but I'm trying to relate to you. You want to play a game? Play by that game rule, because zero tolerance assault law, you need to be dragging the dum-dums in here and make sure that they're watching the video. And I know I can't really recommend that because zero tolerance assault law, at least in America, you can't even grab somebody and give them a good thing. But yeah, all I had to do was turn it and tighten it up. Anyway, going to the moon's boring. Female school teacher. Atomic bombs are interesting. Get together with Russia. See what you do, some friendship stuff. Maybe send some atomic bombs up on the moon, blast them off, give us something to enjoy. and realize that the person next to you, no matter where you're at, is a dum-dum. Every time it's old-style game psychology. It's just information identical to a computer, and the computer is better now. You need to make a better person. You got good machines. Let's make a better person. Together you can get to heaven. Some of the issues on the other videos, the history buffs have their beer in one hand and the marijuana and drugs in the other, and oh gee, your truth about history doesn't match the lies the government taught you in grade school. And here again, the victor is not credible. What I have for you is better. It's different and it's better. Also religion. They can't watch the video because it goes against your religion. Well, if your religion is that strong, why can't you? You should. Please do that. I'm not going to use reverse psychology. Oh, hide under the couch and put your paws over your head, whatever. But no, watch the videos. Okay, you got your religion, fine. Have this too. And so I thought I'd kind of combine the two. Okay, who's worse, Abraham Lincoln or God? Well, God told Bush Jr. to blow up Iraq. Now, that's a bad God. He told the white people to kill all the buffalo to ruin the Indians. And, well, the Indians at that point, I think none of them resolved religion to stop that sequence from happening again. History is today, tomorrow, and yesterday. You're used to old-style game psychology, which says that was a long time ago. It's not. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln was a lawyer and a politician. History is today. And God told the white people to trespass into Mexico City and chop stomachs out of women and children, to steal Arizona or whatever was, other things, etc. And they just gave it back for slave labor and have been fighting ever since. Your Civil War, Abraham Lincoln, God's a figurehead, Abraham Lincoln's a figurehead. People have got a very large problem. You're pointing over at the figurehead, oh look over there. Now look where it's at. And try seeing that also. Okay, you got to glance over to Christ suffering on a cross, but then look at what is intelligent also. But a million people were either killed or even worse. The economy was ruined for good people that were doing productive work. And 160 years later, you've still got a mess going on from that. Apparently, it was not a problem before the Civil War. 160 years, you still have a problem that came about around the Civil War. And multiply that by all the mess around the world and try intelligence. It's brand new. Never been done before. As far as I can see, I've read the Bible twice, and all I have to hold up is a New Testament. I think Lucifer, the light of the world, was Old Testament. God was jealous of him, so he cast him into a lake of fire. I'm guessing 58 years of evidence. I'm different. The government's been on me since I was 6 years old in a Phoenix police vehicle, Phoenix, Arizona, stalking me on the other side of the road, waiting for the other kids to be out of the way. And he drove up to me and made sure I knew he was stalking me. 3 of the neighbor households, whoever was in those households, he talked them into turning against me. And I had never done anything wrong in my life. There's this book might give a little of it, probably not all of it, but read the book if you can. Order one. $36.40 is $4 for shipping is what you got. Buy a book. But he followed me on through my home in Pine, 6424 West Jan Drive, Pine, Arizona. Same thing. The government went around. They moved in a neighborhood behind me and went in and turned the neighbors against me. And I've never done anything wrong in my life. And even traffic tickets. 2 in my lifetime, a long time ago. One of them I pulled up. They knew I was coming back from Yuma. I had been to Mexico. No reason in the world to think that I would be doing anything wrong. And strippers jumped out in the crosswalk, and I couldn't turn left until after the light turned red. And they were pointing up at the light, showing me they were blocking the intersection until it turned red. And I don't think there were any left turn arrows at that time. But the officers flaunted, yes, we're planning to have a party this year, Scottsdale police. And he was suggesting they needed my ticket money for a party and that the strippers were going to be at the party. And which is way out of what you hear on TV. So these videos, I've got stuff to teach you that is far different. And I've been attacked at both my homes in Gila County and 2576 East Sweetwater Avenue in Phoenix. And I'll leave out names now. There's only one that has been out in public, so I'll talk it later. But what I'd like you to do, protesting, what a bunch of idiots raiding the Capitol. I think idiot, that's a fun word. Let's do it. If you got something stupid to do, you're right there. And I had video number 7, number 8. And very intelligent videos. I also cut my head off on both of them. And people said, oh, gee, your head's cut off. And that was the point. You gravitated to stupidity, to foolishness, and not intelligence. So if anybody wants to get a dialogue with me, how can we break this barrier? Get this thing working right. Make it, this is very interesting stuff. And it is your heaven. Like I said in other videos, you have enough infrastructure in America anyway for a lot of people living together as friends. I've talked to individuals living alone. I know my own self. You can't help what it does to you. It's not nice. Living together with friends is going to be better. And an entire new world is waiting for all of you, and it excludes government. And that is apparently the motive, that the government have been stalking me since I was about 6 and continually ruining my life. And the book goes into that more detail, and you should buy one. And let's learn Arizona as pertaining to Gary York. Have something to base it on, because I was there a lot of years. And victim, not just dormant, but victim. So we have something to talk about. You ladies can clean up zero tolerance assault law. They flaunted another black person murder video. They were filmed the whole thing. They had the camera pointing across the traffic and the two officers on top of somebody, and the trigger finger up here for the camera view. And when I say they did that just for me, I put on the last video in the morning, and there it is on the TV in the afternoon. Yes, according to all evidence, they did that for Gary York. And you think about something. Where's my little, oh, forget it, hypnosis. A virgin born a son of God on a bale of hay. The other religions are similar. That's hypnosis, and you need to get a dialogue with any other psychologist. Take on a state of awake, because when you talk about it, like writing it down, you see your problem now. But when you refuse to talk about it, you hide behind the couch when it doesn't match your religion. Well, get out there and put the two together. Oh, if it's a sin against God, well, is it? Lean not unto your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. It also says the truth shall set you free. So you have your choice. And you tried this 9,000 years. And you got a wonderful world ahead. I'm going to shut that camera off and see what that video looks like. You're still going to get the audio. These are meant to be played over and over again for an entire world of people. So find a way to enjoy it. It's your future.